and the brilliant Susie Wee, and I can't say Susie Wee without putting brilliant in front of it. She's just one of those people who inspires every time that she talks. Thank you for joining us for the Innovation Showcase, and we're glad to have you back in the Cisco TV studio. What Susie ended with right there, the Start Now program, first time we're ever showing that at a Cisco Live. We've got that mentorship program, take advantage of that. And she ended by talking about network programmability, and guess what? That's where we are going to begin here in the studio. I have got Hank Preston in here with me, one of our great developer advocates. How are you, Hank?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
We get to talk this time. Usually you're talking to Rob, last time back in Orlando. Now you and I get to chat.
Absolutely. You know what? I've had enough of Rob. I think we needed something fresh.
We all had enough of Rob. You didn't hear that, did you, Rob? He's out there somewhere listening saying, don't talk like that about me. All right, so let's dive in and talk about network programmability, maybe even for people who don't really know what it's all about. Let's kind of go from a baseline and explain what we're doing here at Cisco.
Yeah, so the way that the networks have always been configured in the past has really been about kind of the CLI approach, the approach of diving in. Maybe we use some tools that were there, but with network programmability, we approach things slightly differently. We've got new interfaces and APIs and technologies and strategies to go after it. So at the end of the day, we're still configuring our network, providing the features that are out there, but we're doing it through computer systems that are repeatable, that we can test and validate. And for me, that's what programmability is about. It's driving consistency and scale and using our time more efficiently.
And I know that we are always trying to be as reactionary as we can to whatever it is that our customers are coming to us with. How are we strategizing the rollout of network programmability to make sure that we properly serve that customer base?
Yeah, you know, that's a big part of it. And it's actually a discussion that I've had a lot this week with folks, is they say, you know what, we've been playing with network programmability for a couple of years in the lab, right? We've toyed with it, it's safe, we feel comfortable with it. And so many people are ready to make that next step, use programmability to solve production network issues. And they're nervous, and I think justifiably nervous. And so what we've spent a lot of time on lately is making sure that the tools are ready, and then also giving strategies on how they can work programmability into their production networks, but do it in a safe way, where they can build confidence in the tools, build confidence in the programmability, and so that they can solve even greater challenges, but not be quite as worried about it as they go on.
Is that a big part of how we roll this out? It's good storytelling to let people know, don't worry, you're good. We're going to make it easy for you, we're going to keep it simple, we're not going to stress you, we're going to keep you secure as you go through this rollout process.
It really is. It's making sure that people have the confidence in what they're after. They're confident in when they type something in a CLI, what it's going to do. We have to make sure that they have the confidence when they use those APIs, it will do the same thing. And so we're getting the network engineers to have the confidence. The next step is to have the network engineers managers have the confidence. Have everybody really comfortable with programming the network, and I think we're at this brink where people are ready for it. They're hungry to see the value of programmability, not just in the lab, not just when they're toying around with it, but in actual networks. And that's what makes me excited about all the things we're announcing and bringing to the table these days.
It's really cool. If people want to find out a bit more about what's going on with network programmability, where do they go, what do they look up?
Well, I think DevNet is the best place to go. So if you go to developer.cisco.com/startnow, that's a great way to figure out what lessons, what new pieces are there. And if you're interested in the latest, be sure to sign up for our community. Get our newsletter. Every month we're saying what's the latest that's out there so that you don't fall behind.
Absolutely. I wish we had a ton more time to talk, Hank. We're going to cut this one a little short just because we're tight on time based on what happened out of Susie Wee. We will talk very soon with you, I know. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. We're going to be back with you in just a moment. Stay put.